And here we go, the judge calls the case. And just like that, the wheels of justice start turning. Ever wonder what goes through a judge's mind at this moment? This isn't just a name on a docket. It's a life about to pivot for better or worse.
High Court is calling 2023 CR 344. State of Texas versus Leila Ray Tanton. Do I have anything else on the record? State.
Charles May for the defense, Your Honor.
Are you Ms. Jackson? And now go ahead and proceed all of this time. Issue of your client.
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that this is client Sarah. Checking and trying with the title application for adjudication of the disclosure. To review that with your attorney, which you understand that you need to sign. Ms. Tanton, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments, Defendant's Waivers, and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand in count 2 you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance? Penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, court does not have to follow your plea.
Woe to 20 years? That's no slap on the wrist. Possession of 4 to 200 grams of a controlled substance is serious business in Texas. And the fine? Up to $10,000. This is where the weight of the legal system really hits literally and figuratively.
For any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2 and they're recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is recommending that you deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and an evaluation for felony drug court. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence? Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confirm. We find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I would just have to tell the court, see with the deferred adjudication. My client is deeply remorseful of what she's done, her actions, Judge. She would ask this court to all the agreement that has been in place, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you?
21.
21.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any children?
I have a daughter.
How old?
She'll be 4 in November.
And where is she?
She's with my mother in Houston.
Is Child Protective Services involved? Well, did you give up your rights to your mom?
No, I think temporary guardianship. My daughter has.
I'm sorry, could you?
That I gave temporary guardianship.
You can feel the emotional gravity here. A mother, a sick child, and a courtroom. This isn't just legal drama. This is real life colliding with the law. What would you do if your daughter needed medical care and you were stuck in a courtroom like this?
All right, everyone, please whisper.
My daughter has juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, so she gets I got full care over in Houston. My mom worked at the hospital. So.
How far did you go in school?
I went all the way to my junior year, and I did cosmetology school and completed all my hours.
Okay. So when's the last time you had employment?
I worked at Golden Chick. Let's see, it was March. It was March to April.
And what does your mom do at the hospital?
My mom is head coordinator of St. John's.
And do you have any other siblings?
Yes, I have a brother. I have a sister. A younger
All right.
brother.
And what does your brother and sister do?
My brother is a barber at barber school. My sister is going to be graduating from school in about a year and a half.
And who is this Michael Martin to you?
My ex-fiance.
What is that, ex-fiance since this happened? Before you were arrested, how often were you doing meth?
I was.
Okay, I find that hard to believe. I don't think you're just doing marijuana. I think there's more to it. And let me just tell you why I say that. I say that because I've read the police report. So I think it's more than marijuana. And I'm going to tell you something right now. One, I'm inclined to go along with this deferred adjudication. If you tell me you don't have a meth problem, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you out into the world. I'm going to make a notation that you said you didn't have a meth problem. And you know what's going to end up happening? You go out into that world and you're going to be drug tested. And when you're drug tested, you test positive for meth. I'm not going to want to hear that, oh, I have a meth problem. Because I'm asking you right now, be honest with me.
And this is the moment things get tense. The judge isn't just handing out sentences. She's testing credibility, peeling back the layers. The lesson? In court, honesty isn't just a virtue, it's a survival skill. One false note, and your whole tune changes.
So I can set conditions so that perhaps you can get your life together. Perhaps you could be in your daughter's life. Because right now, the only thing you're doing is hanging around with a fiance who has parole violations. Did you know he had a criminal past?
I did, yeah.
And you still thought, let me get with this guy who has a criminal past. I have a 4-year-old daughter who has medical needs, but eventually, because this guy is my fiance, this is the guy who I think would be great to be in her life. A person who's only doing marijuana doesn't believe that. Someone who's doing meth and other things believes that because you're just trying to get your next fix. And if Michael Martin has parole and has been to, which if he's on parole, that means that he's been to prison. And if you think somebody who's been to prison with the charges that they have in this police report that he's on parole for, if you think that's a good person to be in your daughter's life, that tells me you're doing more than marijuana. So this is the last time I'm going to ask you, and we can pretend like this is the first time I'm asking you, if that will help you be honest with the court. How often are you using meth?
I stopped using it. I did that for my daughter. From lose my daughter.
So when did you start using meth?
Started wherever I got with
So why are you before the court pretending like you don't do meth and you've never done meth?
an opportunity to
Now you're playing semantics with me, and I don't appreciate that because I clearly asked you how often you were using meth. I know you're not using meth today because you're in court, and the deputies would not have brought you over with the items to do meth in the box. I asked you how often were you using meth, and you said, I don't use meth. I haven't used meth. That's what you said. And you're playing games with me, and I don't appreciate that. I already knew you used meth because that's in the police report. Nobody is driving around with this much meth in the car unless you're using it or unless you're selling it. And obviously there was an issue with you because I don't know why people are driving around San Antonio smoking a blunt in the car and you think the police are not going to pull you over. All right. Is there anything else?
No.
This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. We're going to do a TAP evaluation in custody. follow all recommendations of TAP. If they recommend inpatient treatment, she's going to inpatient treatment. Is felony drug court full? All right, we'll do a referral to felony drug court. If felony drug court accepts her, she can go there. There's going to be 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to want her in intensive parenting classes. Once she completes that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Michael Martin. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, and that includes her own child. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. No, I'm sorry, not regular UAs. We're going to do the UA.
Vote number 5, 1002. After sentencing conditions are laid out, Vale, talk about a second chance with strings attached deferred adjudication, parenting classes, no contact with minors, GED or trade school. This is rehab meets reform. But let's be real. How many people actually make it through all of this without slipping up?
A hotline. When you're released, where are you going to be staying? Who are you going to be staying with? Do you have a place to stay?
I have my own house room.
All right. There's going to be field visits, one time per month until further notice. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And she either needs to get her GED or complete some type of trade so you can get employment and get employment where you can take care of yourself and take care of your daughter. You understand that? So she needs some sort of trade school or either GED. And what I can tell you, because you have this charge, anything, any occupation that requires a license, you need to let them know about this, because for some, they are not going to give you a certificate or anything because you have this felony. Do you understand? So before you waste money, ask them if that's going to be a problem. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful on this deferred adjudication? I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification, a defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, State, with regard to this case, there were weapons. One weapon, I think, is stolen. So is there any destruction of the weapon? All right, thank you. So if those are your weapons, they're going to be destroyed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. What is this tattoo on your neck about?
Stars.
Why do you have a dollar sign on your neck?
Did my practice.
But no, why would you put a dollar sign? It has to mean something.
Everybody likes me.
All right, and Vashawn, I forgot on her, we're going to need a MIC evaluation and also also a gang evaluation. What is up with the weapon on your tattooed on your arm? And the snake?
I didn't do this game.
All right, what is that about?
I passed the game class and turned that from this world. So
All right, and what is the other name underneath your arm?
I'm on
All right, yes.
She did have a recent injury for the eyes.
Oh.
She had a case that on that.
Destroy the weapon. All right. Now, let me just tell you, your 4-year-old daughter, she can't go out into the world and make her own choices, right? That's why she's living with your mom. She doesn't have employment. She can't take care of herself. And usually children don't make great decisions, especially at that age, because they want what they want. If you give them candy, guess what? They want candy all the time, right? So your 4-year-old is depending on you to make good decisions, your mom to make good decisions, and you're not. I don't know what you were thinking that you would think it would be okay to bring a fiance in your daughter's life who's been to prison, obviously is not.
This is courtroom as classroom. The judge isn't just sentencing, she's parenting the parent. And her message is crystal clear. You don't get to gamble with your kid's future just because you made bad choices. What do you think, tough love or overreach?
Rehabilitated because you all are driving around smoking blunts in a car and he has a parole warrant. You need to either make a decision that you're going to be a good influence and a good parent to your 4-year-old or either 100% get out of her life. Do you understand? Yes.
Yeah, I just want to if she decides to tell me what.
Oh, she's going to be here in Bell County. She will not be in Houston. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, we're going to call 2023 CR 3464, State of Texas versus Leila Ray Tanton. Do I have parties announced for the record for the state? Spence? And are you Ms. Tanton? All right, and are we proceeding on the motion?
We are.
All right, Ms. Tanton, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you saying Leila Ray Tanton was placed on deferred adjudication for the offense of possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams, on October 2nd, 2023, in cause number 2023 CR 3464? All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 1, on or about the March 2024, set up a grant. Assault violation condition number 1.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant promotion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Please, Your Honor. And for consideration, assault number 72946 was assault.
I'm sorry, 7296.
72946.
All right.
And we're taking that into consideration for continue her on her deferred since evaluation, alter the land conditions, ER, followed by this condition, prisoner jail, or rest of the recommendations by probation officer.
All right, is that the proposed?
That is, I would like to make the court aware of the timeline of events. Dr. Shirley here today. So, Ms. Tanton was originally in custody from August 23 until her plea in October of 23. That's where the court ordered she be evaluated for felony drug court original. So, she has a felony drug court evaluation, not accepted for that because of the mental health issue that she had been diagnosed prior to being in the court. Then they just recommended, suggested that she do that, I think, for safety. And then because of the mental health issues, was told, no, that's not the right choice. And then in January of this year, she was evaluated for DDR. There, for some reason, February, she was evaluated. January, and then the results came in February of this year. But for some reason, the ball dropped where, even though she got approved for DDR in February, she never got the wait list to go get a vet at DDR. This assault did happen while in custody at the Bear County Jail. She has not really been given an opportunity. So we are in agreement that she go to DDR. But given the kind of delay, she's not in line technically right now for DDR. We would have to support without her in getting vetted, given how long she's been. Yes.
All right. All right, this is what the court will do. court will deny the motion altering remaining conditions to include the NIC evaluation in DDRF while in custody, anger management, and you to remain in custody until transfer. And then what I will do is, Norma, we're off the record. Can you give us a phantom date? And I have to do what's called a phantom date. Otherwise, it shows that you have a court date in the system. What will end up happening, when we're going to take you, they won't, because you have a court date. So we'll be back here in 60 days just to see where she is on the.
Your Honor, right now, it's time for I just want to also when we go back for establishing on date, we don't know where we are.
All right, we're going to bring you back. We're going to find out something. Or I may come up with something else if it appears that it's going to be too long.
Okay.
I'm thinking. All right, Ms. Ferguson, 60 days.
And then the only other question I have to know about is thinking about original terms. She reside in Massachusetts, however, her mother, and it would be a better environment if she moved to Harris County, Baytown, upon completion of it.
Well, let's approach that. Let's approach that after we figure out what date, Ms. Ferguson. All right, so we'll be back on June 17th. And if you check at the jail, it's not going to show up in the system, but we know that's the date, and you'll be brought back. And this attorney will be here to make sure everything goes smoothly. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions about anything? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Judge.
Hi. How are you doing today?
Good. This is a status check. So I haven't spoken with the DAs about this because Ms. Tanton's been on probation, and I've been with Tom about it. But she placed on probation, was kept in custody to go to DDRS. Significant time passed. Unfortunately, she took up everything in her case, which then kicked her out of line. She came back to court and resolved all of that in April. And got her back in line for DDRF, and here we are in June, and she's not left yet for DDRF. As of yesterday, she is sixth in line for a bed, but given she's been in custody, I want to say at least 9 months at this point, maybe longer, waiting for a bed, then I don't know if the court would consider amending not to require her to go to DDF. She has a case with her mother out of county, which the court has, I think, already approved. But she spent a lot of time in custody for a probation.
All right. So part of the reasons why you had extra time waiting for DDRF, that's 100% on you because you picked up a new charge. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. So probation, where are we on DDRF?
Judge, the court that was with me is time and did not give us a timeline on what's going to happen. I can tell you on the 7th of June, she 10th in line. So four people have left. 4 people have left since then. So I'm just hoping within the next couple of weeks she will be out.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to recall this in 2 weeks.
Okay.
In 2 weeks, if she's not transferred to DDRF as a backup, is her mom here in Bear County or no?
Her mom is not. I would say yeah, she's good. Yeah.
All right. So just in case DDRF hasn't picked her up, I would like to have her mom by Zoom.
That we can definitely do.
And then we'll see if her mother understands what the issues are and whether that would be a good place or not.
Of course. That sounds good.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, can you recall this in 2 weeks, please? All right. So what we're going to do, this is the plan. We're going to come back on July 1st. If you're already in DDRF, you won't be here. You'll be in DDRF. But it,
yes.
Yes.
Can we do July 2nd?
Oh, sure. All right. So here's the plan. A new plan. We're going to come back on July 2nd. If you've been transferred to DDRF, you won't be here. You'll be at DDRF. If you have not been transferred to DDRF, then your mom will be here by Zoom as a backup because like to put people in environments that may not be conducive to them being successful on probation. And the court's main concern is mental health. Right. All right. So that's where we are. Anything else we need?